Hello, I am Lauren from Lauren Makes Plans, and today I am here to set up the week in my MakseLife A5 daily planner. I will be using this kit from Planner Kate. This is mini kit 448. This is the MakseLife A5 daily and weekly actions sheet, and it coordinates with the kit I used in my weekly planner. So if you missed that video, make sure you check it out. My weekly plan with me in my Erin Condren A5 compact vertical. Here's the way that week turned out. So you can check that video out, but let's go ahead and get started in the daily. So this is the current day. This is the day that I am filming this on, which is Thursday, because we usually have a lot of things going on the weekends, and this weekend in particular we do, and I want to be all set up and ready to go whenever we come home and ready for next week. So I love Planner Kate's kits. She just gets everything so perfect, everything made perfectly for each planner, where it all fits perfectly, it all coordinates. So I'm starting with the Week at a Glance, which if you have never heard of MakseLife, you get, this is the daily planner. It's an A5 size. It's undated, so you get, and it's quarterly, so you get 3 months at a time. I'm gonna look at December where nothing's put down. So this is what they look like to start with, and then you get your goal setting sections, and then each week starts out with a week at a glance, and then all of your daily pages and your weekly actions and all of that fun stuff. So I actually have not been using MakseLife for all that long. I just started probably a couple weeks ago, but I'm really liking it so far. And this is October 24th. That's what this week is. So I really like using this planner so far. I've never been much of a daily planner. I've always been more of a weekly, just like a weekly kind of person. I know a lot of people use multiple planners, daily and weekly, and goal setting and content, and some people will use multiple weekly planners and multiple daily planners, which is totally fine if that is what works for them. I have never been the kind of person that used a daily. I've usually used a weekly planner and a goal setting system. So for the past several years, I have been a user of the Cultivate What Matters power sheets, which I really liked. And I love their company, and I love their brand, and I love like the kind of things that they represent and support and all of that fun stuff. But this year, when they announced the new power sheets, they had made some changes to the planners and to the system that just weren't my favorite, and I did not feel like they were going to work quite as well for me. And MakseLife is about to actually, today that I'm filming on, which is the 20th, is actually MakseLife launch day, and with all the influencers posting all their videos and everything, I became really interested in the system. So I went into a buy sell trade group, and I found someone that was selling the daily planner from last year. So this is actually last year's version, because on top of being really intrigued by their goal setting system, they actually have a weekly planner, which is like their flagship planner that you can do. But I love my compact vertical, and They also have, they call it their companion notebooks. So it is just the goal setting portion of the planners in separate notebooks. So that way you don't have to like change your planner or anything. I have 3 kids. I have a 6-year-old girl, and I have a 3.5-year-old boy, and I have a 1-month-old boy. And being that in the last month, we have added a whole nother person to our family. And my daughter just started kindergarten. My daughter started kindergarten, actually, her first day was August 31st, and my son was born on September 11th. So all within a 2-week span, we had a lot of major life changes, which had kind of already got me feeling like I really just needed something in addition to my weekly to kind of help me keep everything on track and keep my brain going the way that it needs to go to be able to get everybody where they need to be, doctor's appointments and school functions and PTA meetings. And my daughter rides horses, so she has horseback riding lessons and just and my husband also pastors a church, so we have all of the different church happenings going on. So there was just a lot happening, and I felt like I needed something in addition to the weekly to kind of keep all that on track. So this felt like the perfect time to try out the MakseLife system. So far, I'm really liking it. And it's not gonna be, I'm not gonna be putting like any actual plans in here today because like I said, it's only Thursday and this does not start until Monday. But to be as prepared as possible for the upcoming week with all the people and things that I have going on right now, I am just gonna go ahead and get the week kind of set up. So let's go ahead. I'm trying to decide if I want to flip this around or not. This is one thing that I don't love about this planner is that the cover is so thick that sometimes you have issues opening and closing it. But what I have heard from all of the reviews and the influencer videos and everything is that on this year's MakseLife dailies, the covers have been made much, much thinner. So that makes it much easier to turn and open and close, so you don't have that issue this year. So that's something I'm excited about. I'm having trouble though. I'm struggling with which cover to choose, and because there are 4 different covers that they have released for this year's launch for the MakseLife dailies. And I love them all. They're so pretty, and I can't decide which one. And I know it is a quarterly planner, so obviously the answer is duh. It's quarterly. There are 4 covers. You get one of all the covers. Yes, that is the simple answer. And that is absolutely my long-term plan, is to get all 4 covers. But my plan also is to just order the covers one at a time, or order, not the covers, order my quarterly planners one at a time because they are a little bit pricey, and I don't see a reason in dropping that much money all at one time, especially this close to the holidays with 3 kids, for 3 of the books to sit around on a shelf in my office for that long when I can just spread it out. So we're gonna spread it out, and my struggle is which cover do I want to choose first? Which one will be the one that I start with in January? There is like this really pretty, like, I think it's called Cloud. It's like a white, it's like the white, they're just like this. They look exactly like this with the band and everything, but it's like a white cover with a gray band. And then there's like a dark gray one. And then there is like this really pretty sky blue one. And then there's like a dark peacock looking teal kind of one. And I can't decide which one to go with for beginning of the year. Kind of leaning towards the teal one. So this is the stickers that I've put down so far for the week, and I love just this one. Like, there are other sheets you can get for the MakseLife A5 Daily to match the kits, but this is all just on one sheet, and it's perfect. I love it. So I've got my weekly actions set up. I've got my weekly view set up, and then I've got my washi strip date header on each day. But I do think what I want to do is I want to go ahead and put the lines in for dinner. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And the pen I'm using is a Tool 0.7 gel pen. This is in the white barrel. You can't really get the white barrels. You can't. I got them on Amazon. You can't really find these. The tool pens in general are just kind of hard to find in a store, but especially the white barrel. And I special ordered those on Amazon, and it was a pretty big pack. So I've got plenty to spare. I'm just gonna go ahead and get these dinner lines drawn in. So that is it for this video. I've got my week all set up and ready to go for Monday whenever I get home from a crazy weekend. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Go ahead and subscribe if you haven't already, and hit the notification bell so you know when I post videos. Thanks for watching.